Okay, in this brief demonstration, we're going to be looking at how we can take an existing PowerPoint presentation and adding some bells and whistles, I suppose, to make it look more engaging and also to communicate the message more effectively and clearly. Okay, so to start with, usually the first thing you want to do is you want to start with a template. So one of the best places to go is the internet. This is one of my favorite sites for PowerPoint presentations. This site's called fppt.com. And everything's nicely categorized for you, so you can look up tags, colors, whether something's been highly rated or not. You can just browse. So this is the one that I started with here, and I basically downloaded that. Okay, so after I've downloaded the template, this is what I'm looking at. This is a 4-slide template. So how do I change the background image? Well, there's an easy way to do that. If you right click, you can go down to Format Background if you want to change it, and you can also click on Save Background. If I click on Save Background, I can actually save that background and do some modifications to it. So you can see here I've actually saved the background images out previously, and I've used an image editing program to change the colors to blue. Okay, I'm not going to cover how to do that in this tutorial. You can just use any image editing program to do that. Alternatively, grab your own images off an internet website, or ask someone who you know who's capable of doing that. So how do I add that image to this background? I just open up Format Background. I'm going to choose File, and I'm going to look for the image from previous. So the blue one, and you can see straight away it's changed it. Go in this one, Format Background, File, on from the top, and this slide. It's from the side. Okay, the next thing you'll notice is that the colors don't quite match up. So how do I change the color scheme? I click on Design, and on the far right hand side you'll see there's a drop down menu that says Colors. These are the built-in color schemes that you can use. For this particular PowerPoint, I decided this Verve has several blues and an accent color that I like, so I click on there. Under colors now, you'll see that it says theme colors. So these colors are based on the theme that I've just selected. So this is a very handy, easy way to keep your colors consistent across all of your slides. So if I wanted to add a highlight, I could easily choose one of the pink or mauve colors that are part of that slide. If I come back to my original one, so I've got my heading, redesigning your subject. You can actually just copy and paste the text. There's no need to write that text out. When you paste it, if you choose keep text only, it's going to remove any of the formatting. So it's going to actually stick with the theme of that template, which is probably what you most likely want. So the first heading's in there, subheading. So probably just copy both of those. Again, choose text only. Okay, so I've got an issue where the text seems to be overlapping there, and it makes it a little bit difficult to read. So what I actually did in my previous example is I actually just add an extra line there. I can make that a bit bigger. I've got bigger and smaller options there, so I can actually make Workshop 1 bigger if I want to. I can make the heading bigger as well. So you make it big enough so that it actually fits in. Down the bottom here, I wanted to add a logo. So if you don't already know how to insert images, you just come over to the Insert menu. You go down to where it's got Picture, and obviously it's going to offer you some options. So I'm just going to grab a logo that I had previously, and you can resize it. And there's my title slides. Okay, so for the second slide here, we're keeping with the same theme, we're just adding the image. So in this particular situation, it's just a matter of copying and pasting that across. What I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the slides. So I'm going to use the existing slides as templates. So I'm just going to duplicate them and use them as I need to. So I don't need text for this slide. You can actually delete the placeholder box as well. And then I want to paste that image that I've just copied. Okay, so I've realized that there's an issue with this slide because I've got a background image there I don't want and the slide title is in the way. But if I right click and go down to layout, I can see that there's a range of layouts. So I can choose a layout which I think is going to work better with this slide. So I might decide that one is going to work a bit better. Okay, again, I can choose a color from my color scheme here. So I might go with a dark blue. I want to remove the background image, so I can go down to format background. And on this particular slide, one of the things you can do is you can actually arrange things in layers. And if you click up the top where there's the arrange button, you can see you've got these options: bring to front, send to back, bring forward, send backwards. And you can actually group elements together as well, which is really handy if you've got a complicated graphic and you want to be able to resize it and move it around. And there's also some options here for aligning elements and rotating elements as well. A lot of people aren't aware that these are here, and you can actually choose to add a selection pane, which actually allows you to reorder elements as well. So the easiest thing that I want to do here is I just want to bring that to the front, and then it's going to be sitting over the top of my text, and that slide's done.